Hello, Internet. Welcome to G.E.D. Today we got some super spicy chicken curry, some basmati rice, and we're talking about the price of technology. Well, guys. Look at this beautiful homemade, by yours truly, homemade chicken curry. It is super spicy, super amazing. I can't tilt it too much, but check that out. Got the tomato, the curry, the chicken, the basmati rice in there. Ooh, and it is, I've said it, but it is spicy. It's pretty good though, right? Kind of get a little bit of curry. I couldn't make naan bread because my naan bread making skills are not up to par, but I'm just going to give you one more quick view of this curry as we get in there. And it is chicken. It is definitely chicken. It's amazing. I followed an online recipe involving different spices, and instead of like cream to make the curry actually like, curry texture, I used a tomato base, and then you mix in some like cream cheese, and the cream cheese just kind of melts away and gives it that curry texture that a lot of Indian dishes seem to have. It's also got a few beans in there, because, beans are good. Onion, tomato, a little bit of pepper. And of course, to cut down on that spice, got some water. So what do I mean when we say the price of technology? Really, it boils down to this. I've been looking and browsing for a new phone recently. And of course, the new iPhone X just came out, but I am not an Apple fan. I am far and away from an Apple fan. And then the Razer phone is coming out, and it's pretty cool. It's Android, it's unlocked, it's got a lot of neat features. But then I sat down and thought about it. I was comparing these two phones in their price ranges, and whereas the Razer phone is currently sitting at around $600, the iPhone X is like $1,000, roughly. Both depending on make and model. But when did a simple cell phone become a major purchase in our lives? Like, I remember some of my cheap phones, my burner phones that I've used, have been like less than $50. The most expensive phone I've ever bought was the Samsung phone that I used to use, and that was like $450. But guys, it's like car payments. We're talking about house payments and car payments when we look at these phones. Sure, if you're a well-off individual, it's not that much really, but a lot of people are not in a financial situation to purchase something like that. And of course, you can rebuttal that, yeah, well, that's why there's different levels of phones and different makers that are cheaper and whatnot. But it's it's kind of looking at the price as a functional device that you use on a day-to-day basis that's almost technically a necessity nowadays since landlines are the way of the dinosaur. And it's just so much. It's just so much. I'm gonna go as far to say as like cell phone companies are really, really gouging customers, and we're oblivious to caring about it. Your mileage may vary on that topic, but we got more. Let's dig in a little bit more to this curry. And of course, basmati rice is one of the best curry pairing rice that you can use. But a lot of people prefer like a long grain rice that's not really as nutty flavored as basmati rice. I say stick with the original. Ooh, that spice is ramping up. Now that I've made this super spicy chicken curry, I'm really tempted to try an actual fish curry. I think in my lifetime I've only had one fish curry. And I don't really remember much about it, but it's one of my passions obviously is food, so why not experiment with a fish curry? What do you think? Fish, lamb, beef, pork? What's the best ingredient for a curry? So, back on track with the price of technology. Around the time of this video, we're getting close to Black Friday or Cyber Monday. Cyber Monday, yeah, I guess. Cyber Week, Black October. I don't know, there's so many different things now towards the holidays that, come on sale. But I was comparing prices of laptops because I kind of want a laptop for a trip I'm going to be taking in April. And I was just looking at the prices of these laptops, and I need a strong laptop, a powerful laptop. But I was comparing laptops with strong graphics processors and laptops with no graphics processors. And literally, I was looking at about the 1,000 to 1,500 range, and the laptops with fairly nice 1050s or 1060s were price matched with laptops that had nothing like that in them, simply because they were thin, they were lightweight, they were flat. Their price range was comparable to a workhorse computer. Why? Why are you paying more money for a smaller, thinner laptop with less materials and, I guess, better design, structure, you know what I'm talking about, compared to a laptop that has components that are made to work, to get stuff done? I don't know. I guess it's just design. But the price does not warrant such things, That was a hard point to convey. Let me give you another example. I was looking at $1,100 laptops with like a 1050, and then there's $1,300 laptops with a 1050 Ti, but the only thing that's different is that 1050 Ti. Now that's a good price point jump because you're getting literally almost double the graphics power out of the 1050 versus the 1050 Ti. But then you see for that same 1050 Ti price, there's laptops with 1060s in them with maybe a slightly slower processor. So you have two equally priced laptops with different levels of graphics processor. You're paying the exact same price, but the 1060 is going to blow away that 1050 Ti in terms of graphical processing power. The processors, even though one is slightly lower, don't really come into play that much because they're fairly equivalent. I feel like technology in our modern day is just priced completely arbitrarily, and companies in general make a huge killing off of. It's not shady because it's all up front, because you're choosing what you get, but they're playing off the lack of knowledge for the customers. People in IT and tech, we thrive on this stuff, so we know. But to your average day consumer, your average day individual, they might think they get a good deal when in reality there's grass is always greener right over that fence, and they don't realize they've been had in a slight way. Heck, give me your experience on such a purchase that you've done. And there's one more topic right after some more of this delicious curry. Check out that chicken, guys. If I can get it to focus. Focus. Sorry I'm eating this a little fast, but it is super delicious. Plus, the longer I wait, the more that burn gets you. Okay, last point. Planned obsolescence. This is by far the saddest part of technology nowadays. Companies are leaning towards a trend of building things that are only good for a couple years before they break, they wear out, they're not supported, they just don't give a crap about them anymore because the technology is moving so fast that users buy, for example, a cell phone or a video camera, and 3 years down the road, that device is near useless because you can't keep up with technology, or something on it just isn't built to last, so it breaks. And this is part of modern consumerism as a whole. Stuff just isn't made to last anymore, guys. And I understand with technology advancing, like I mentioned, that it doesn't have to be, because as new technology comes out, everyone wants their piece of that tech pie. But, man, it can frustrate you, especially if you buy an iPhone X worth $1,000 and you find out that you can't swap out the battery or the memory card or the antenna or whatever you need to repair 2 years down the road. It's just trashed. It's gone. It's a horrible state of the world, but I mean, eventually maybe humanity will come around. What do you think about it? I can't really say. I just know that it's bad. It's a bad thing. Anyways, I'm going to wrap up this curry. Guys, remember to game, eat, and discuss. Let me know your comments about everything we talked about. Catch you later.